Hello, I'm Rose Wyther. I wanted to start something for our skin. So I'm calling it Thirsty Thursday because our skin is very thirsty and it needs to be hydrated. So I'm going to start doing something to help our skin because it's very important to have healthy skin as well as a healthy body. So anyway, did you know that the skin is our largest organ? A lot of you do, I know, but some of you may not. It is considered an organ. It covers the entire body. It's about 2 millimeters thick and it weighs about 6 pounds. So if you have that added 5 pounds, you can blame it on your skin. We need to take care of it. We need to make sure it's hydrated. It gets awfully dry. It can get dry depending on the time of the year. So you need to be kind also to your skin and keep those toxins away. And the other thing is what you put on your body, on your skin, ends up inside your body. So it ends up in different organs inside your body too. So a lot of people are at risk for skin contamination based on whatever they do. Some workers, such as people in food services, a lot of preservatives in food services, health services, a lot of chemicals, and cosmetology. Things we put on our body that you get over the counter is not, a lot of it is not good for us. Agriculture, again, a lot of preservatives on our foods. Our cleaning, we clean our houses. What are you using to clean those houses? That gets on your skin when you're cleaning. Painting, doing mechanical work, printing, that's the inks, and construction, a lot of dust and other materials that you get involved in. And I keep looking back and forth because I'm doing a recording over here and I'm doing a recording with you on live. So you have to bear with me. Now, to learn a little bit more about our skin, it is, again, like I said, our largest organ, and it's more than 10% of our body mass. And it helps protect us, for one thing. Can you imagine if we did not have the skin, what we would look like? So it protects us, protects our organs from the outside world. It helps us preserve our water. You know, if we supposed to drink water. Well, what would you think it would do if we drank water and we didn't have the skin to stop it from coming out? It also is a vitamin D synthesizer. So if we go outside in the sun, it helps to synthesize vitamin D into our body. Temperature control. It helps us stay warm. It helps us to cool off. And of course, it helps us stay waterproof. Yes, we get wet, but it doesn't soak in right away. So it helps us keep waterproof. And there's many hazards that our skin gets a lot. And these can come from chemical agents, things that are toxic that we put on our body, ends up burning our bodies, our skin. And we have a reaction, allergic reaction to some of these things. The physical agents, we talked about the sun. Well, the sun can burn our skin. So can solar radiation and hot and cold temperatures. You know, if you put something, you put your hand on the stove, you're going to get a burn. Also medical trauma, okay? The pressure on your skin. You cut your skin, you get abrasions or you get lacerations, anything like that. And of course, biological agents like plants. When you rub up against a plant, next thing you know, you got something on your skin, you got a rash or you got hives or something like that. So those types of things, we have to keep our skin. And if we get one of those things, we have to make sure our skin comes healthy again. So dermal absorption is one of the things that I'm probably going to be talking about the most during these talks, because this is what happens when you put something on your skin and it gets into your body, dermal absorption. And that's something that I've been trying to minimize over the years by using different products and watching what I put on my body. So, and the extent of what's absorbed is based on different things, like the integrity of your skin. How healthy is it? Okay, is it damaged? If it's damaged, then it's going to, your skin's just going to have good integrity to help with that absorption or non-absorption. The location of your exposure. Okay, how thick is your skin in certain areas? Some areas are thicker than others, some are more sensitive than others. So it depends on where you hurt yourself, how long it takes to heal, how badly that cut or abrasion or whatever is going to be. The physical properties of what you put on your skin, and this is when we get into the different things that are in our products, the different ingredients that are in our products. So that's the other thing. And then the concentration of that chemical on our skin. How long does it stay? How big was it? And then, of course, the surface area that skin is exposed. Again, that goes back to the integrity and the location. So anyway, essential oils can help. I'm just going to talk about essential oils today, and then I'll get on to other things as I do different segments. But essential oils are great for your skin. It's one of the ways that we use the essential oils topically. So I picked 5 just to talk about today. There are many, many, many oils that you can use on your skin. And one way of learning to know how to do that for yourself is to get yourself a good reference book. Now, I have many, many, many that I look at, but the Essential Oils Desk Reference is a good one, done by Life Science Publishing. Has a lot of great information in it, and I like to use the big one. This is the big one. I like to use the big one because I can read it without having to go get my glasses or make sure I'm in a certain light. There's also the small one, which is good. Of course, it's a lot cheaper, and you can take it handy. This is something I might take with me on vacation if I get to go on vacation again. So anyway, this is a great place for you to learn about the oils or learn about what you're trying to do, because in the back of these books it has an issue, and you look up the issue and it tells you what you can do. So anyway, I want to talk about 5, and these are the top 5 that I think are very important for the skin. First of all, lavender. Lavender is known as the first aid oil because if it's in doubt, use lavender. It can be used for so many things, but it's very, very good for the skin. It promotes healing and tissue regeneration and helps with your skin wounds, and it speeds up the healing of your skin. So that's good too. There was a French scientist, I don't know when this happened, but his name is René Gattefossé. And he discovered the healing properties of lavender when he had a really bad burn in his laboratory one time. And I'm amazed. I assume this is many, many years ago. But he found the healing properties of this, and now we do. And we use it a lot. And it's also good for other things for your skin, like insect bites and bruises and other skin conditions and sunburn. Good for sunburn. We have a Lavaderm. We have Lavaderm after sun spray, which we'll talk about someday. But these things are made with the lavender in them. The second one I have is tea tree. Tea tree is good for so many things, like all of our oils are. The leaves of the tea tree has been used for centuries by the Aborigines, okay, to heal cuts, wounds, and other skin conditions, skin infections. So it promotes cleansing and purity. And it's used for skin conditions, and it's been known really good for like acne and skin rashes, stuff like that. and wounds. Third one is myrrh. Now, myrrh is one of our Bible oils. It's a very thick oil. So sometimes it's very frustrating, even if you haven't used it for a while, to get the top off. Sometimes you have to put it under. If you can't get a top off, always run it under some hot water and then it will come off. And it's very thick and it's very dark. And you can see that this orifice, this is an orifice right here. That's where it drops out, is dirty looking because that's what the oil looks like. It's a very orangish brown oil, but it's very gentle for the skin and something that I have used thanks to some other people that have given us tips on our Time for You page. I just been using it for some irritations that I got when I was at the beach a couple weeks ago. I had some rashes going on, so I started using this. Now, the other thing I do with myrrh, because it's so thick, is technically this bottle. This was so old and it was so thick I couldn't get anything to come out. So I took the orifice off, and there wasn't very much left in here. I probably have 20 or 30 drops, and I put coconut oil in here. And now when I go to use it, I don't have an orifice on there. I just put my finger on there, dip it, and then I just rub it where it needs to go. It works great. You don't have to have full strength. Sometimes it's nice to have full strength, but you don't have to have full strength for these oils to work. So you have to use what is good for your skin. And it might be full strength, it might be diluted. For me, right now, I'm finding dilution works best for me. So anyway, myrrh is great, great, great. Smells wonderful. Again, now I've got all over my hands, but it smells so wonderful. So it's something good to have. The next one is rose. Now, rose is our most expensive oil, and it comes in a small 5 ml bottle versus a 15 ml bottle. Okay, but it is what it is, and it's a great, great oil, and it's great for the skin. And this is one that I dilute. When I dilute something, I put a dot or a D on it, something, so I know that it's diluted. But I usually, I like to stretch this just like we like to stretch our thieves detergent or whatever. I like to stretch this one, and it works just as good. And it's wonderful for skin conditions. It's so gentle to the skin, great for scarring and wrinkles. It also helps with poison oak, so does myrrh. And that's what I've been using both of these for in the last week or so. And the rose is one of the things that I use, and I believe the myrrh is in there too, and it is in the DIY beauty serum that I use on my face. And I'll be talking about that someday too. Now, the last one is frankincense. The wonders of frankincense. It's a wonderful Bible oil. So helpful for so many things, but so gentle and so kind to the skin. And it's in a lot of our health beauty products. So anyway, frankincense is in the Bible, like I said, and it has 50 different references, over 50 different references to frankincense. It's something that was used a lot for the people, and it's good for your skin, helps with aging, wrinkles, warts. There's so many things it can work with. That's just a few that I have found. So those are the 5 that I just randomly picked to talk to you guys today. There are so many more that you can find in reference books. That you have something on your shelf, you don't have any of these, go look in a reference book. Look up skin and find what may be helpful that you have that you might want to use. The other little tip I just want to give you is I buy these bottles, just they're empty. And I like these dropper bottles because I can use what I want. But I use these a lot for the kids, and I use them a lot for me now. This is tea tree. I just put some tea tree in it, and I put some carrier oil. This, I think it's really, really clear. It must be coconut. I use coconut a lot because it's a light oil, so it doesn't clog pores. That's what I like to use. And that way I can just, it's handy, it's ready to use. All I have to do is drop some out on even on a Q-tip, if you have a very, very small area, sort of around your eye, because I use tea tree on, I get some, what do they call them, skies? Forgot what they call them. But anyway, little stars that I get on my, sometimes, and I just put a little bit on a Q-tip. It's very diluted, and I stick it there, and a couple days, luckily, it's gone. So wonderful, wonderful things. So anyway, I will be back next week with something else new. Don't know what, but I will talk about the skin and what we can use on our skin and what is available to us to use on our skin that Young Living offers us. Have a great day. If you have any questions, please put them in a comment or an email. And I will be putting this out on something, YouTube, somewhere. And so it'd be available for those people that aren't on Facebook and can see this on our Time for You group. Have a great day.